Hello, my name's Andy. I'm the Ginger Gamer. Welcome to episode 28. Now, this episode, I'm back on Prehistoric Kingdom, and this is the second park preview of my Prehistoric Sanctuary park. And I'm just going to be really showing you two areas that I've started work on. The first area is a small river within a forest. And I will start by saying that there's a reason why I haven't let the game play as such. I'm filming through it, but all the animals are stood still, and there's a reason for that, and that is because I want them to look good posing by the river. And as soon as I start playing, they tend to leave the river. They might come back to it, but they wouldn't be there when I wanted them to be there. So it's a little bit of a conceit just to have things looking good. But anyway, making this river is probably more difficult than you'd think, or at least I find it more difficult. Basically, rivers aren't really this narrow in the game, so you have to make the narrowest river you can and then kind of build the land sort of into it. And I wanted sort of steep-ish bank sides by it. Obviously, I've done quite a few resource photo hunting sessions to get what I wanted. But the other thing as well is you have to kind of multi-layer things. So the texture on the ground is actually a combination of two different textures. It's not just one texture. Things like the plants, again, it's not just one plant, it's a mixture of different plants, which anyone who spent any time with Prehistoric Kingdom probably knows and probably does themselves. But yeah, so it takes quite a lot of work, and then you have to build up different rocks and different coloured rocks and fallen tree trunks and branches and things like that. Yeah, and it takes quite a lot of time. So although this might seem quite a small area, it's actually took me quite a few hours. And although I've been away from Prehistoric Kingdom and I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, and I've finished Hogwarts Legacy, I'm just putting the videos out now. I've still devoted quite a lot of time to Prehistoric Kingdom and this park in particular. I do think it's going to look good. Now, if you don't know about how this park is going to work, basically it's going to be one big area with all the dinosaurs in one big area. No fences this time. And it's going to be made up of lots of little environs, really. And so there'll be a street, this river through a forest. There'll be more open areas. There'll be glades. There's one large lake, which we'll come to have a look at in a minute. And I want to spend quite a lot of time on each environment and fill the whole space up. And then I just want to let the dinosaurs roam where they want to be, really. I'm not particularly, bothered in, keeping one particular dinosaur in one particular area. And it'll be interesting to see where the dinosaurs go, where their behaviours at the time, their AI, and where each species tends to hang out, if indeed there is a consistent pattern. And there's the T-Rex, because I've got to have a T-Rex in every little preview I do. And I tend to use a T-Rex often as a kind of placeholder and a way of gauging size and whether it's working. And some of the resource photos I had a T-Rex in, so it kind of helped. He very handily does a nice roar for me, which I'm very grateful for. And obviously I'm not doing proper filming at the moment, as I might if I do a part tour video. I'm trying to make it nice and smooth. I can't get it to work quite as well, in terms of controlling the camera. And I don't know if that's something that's changed or whether I'm just lost the knack after playing other games. I don't know. I spent quite a lot of time in Quake, as you might know, and then Hogwarts Legacy. And now you can see, now I've started playing the game, most of the dinosaurs have left the river, annoyingly, which is why I had them paused to begin with. There's a Triceratops, looking very nice. So yeah, so this river is going to be bigger, and it's eventually going to merge into another area. But it's only quite a small area at the moment. But there's a lot of work to make it better, and some of it's still placeholder. Some of the trees I've just added really quickly to give an impression of how deep the forest is in this part, really, where the river is. They're not necessarily how it's going to finish, and indeed the river past that fallen tree is going to be a little different. Now onto this area. This is the really huge lake area, and it's by a little cliff edge, and I've just added some dinosaurs just to sort of pad it out. And these were dinosaurs again that were featured in the resource photos I used for this area, and it's meant to be a kind of rocky, sandy kind of beach area. The whole lake is not going to be all sandy like this and cliff. There's going to be a lot of different kind of environments around the lake itself, but that's all work in progress, really. It's nice to see the dinosaurs swimming. I've done so little actual creating of parks and placing dinosaurs since update 9 and, you know, the new swimming behaviors and stuff, so it's really interesting to see them swimming. Yeah, so this lake is going to form pretty much the central part of the map, and I kind of hope that dinosaurs that live in different parts of the park, the sanctuary, often will come together, and this will be a place where maybe different species meet, which, as the dinosaurs in the game get new AI and potentially start fighting or start hunting each other, that will be some interesting things to watch. And as I've said previously when talking about this map, it may result in there being less dinosaurs in the park. I don't really want it to be a battle royale kind of thing, but it will be interesting. I want to see how they work it out. So yeah, this is the, you know, the rough kind of area that the lake's going to take up. It's going to be the biggest single feature, but, you know, different sides, different banks to the lake will have different kind of features, different foliage and that sort of thing. So it's only that one back edge that's going to be quite open and kind of sort of be a beach area. Everything else is going to have forest coming to the edge of it. You're going to have grassland coming to the edge of it, maybe another stream that comes to the edge. So yeah, there's a lot to kind of look forward to, and that original stream river you see may end up resulting in a waterfall off the edge of there. I haven't decided yet, and my reluctance is mainly due to the fact that I'm rubbish at making waterfalls look good, so especially if they're a little bit higher than is optimal. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. There's still a lot to do. Now, none of these dinosaurs will be guaranteed that they'll end up in the map when it's finished. I may choose different dinosaurs. I certainly would choose more species. There won't just be 5 species. There'll be lots of different species, but we will see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this brief park preview. If you liked it, please like, please comment, please subscribe. My next video release is probably going to be another Hogwarts Legacy, but we will see. If you haven't watched them, go over and watch them. It's a completely different type of video for me, so I'm kind of getting to grips with making that kind of video. But please, watch, and thank you very much, and I will see you next time.